Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you just weren't quite sure what to do? You weren't quite sure what your next moves to make happen, where you're just kind of like wishing that someone sometimes would just be able to help you with knowing where it is that you should go next. My name is Mark Anthony DuBose Jr. and I was born July 4th, 1986. Today I want to talk about something that I think is very, very powerful. Something that is just so powerful. It's so life-changing. It's so revolutionary that I just don't know why more and more people just don't talk about this. And that's the power of prayer. That's the power of just being able to have God to be able to talk to, communicate to, share your insights with, share what's going on with you, and ask some questions of like, where should I go next? Something very interesting that I listened to today that really put a lot of thought in me about the concept of when you're needing some assistance and you're looking for how to be able to get to the next place in your life. Ask God to make it easy for you. Ask Him to make it simple for you. Something that I've always known, but there's a new technique that I guess I can add to this already have known method of mine of really being able to figure out what it is that I should be doing next. And a lot of times, that's the concept of just saying, hey God, if you want me to go on to something else, open that door for me. If you want me to go back to where I was doing, open that door for me. But if you want me to leave it, close that door. Shut that door down. Don't allow me to even get through that door again if that's what you don't want me to do anymore. And sometimes that can be very simple for us to have a very good understanding of seeing and realizing and recognizing when something is shut, when the door is shut, when the door is closed. It means do not enter. It means stay away. It means get out. It means that whatever behind there is not for you. There's a lock on it. You're not able to get through it. So whatever it is on the other side of that, even though you may be interested and maybe thrilled with like, I want to know and I want to see, it's not for you. And it's not for you in a way that it's not going to be able to help you, be able to get you into the right place in the next moment in your life. But sometimes when you open that new door up, that new door is going to be a little scary. It's going to be a little challenging. It's going to maybe be lonely. Maybe too much, maybe too many people. It may overwhelm you. But we don't know what's through that door until we actually just go through that door and leave behind what it is that we need to leave behind. Sometimes we get stuck in thinking that there's just never going to be anything better, or there's never going to be a better situation for me, that everything that I'm in, I have to do that, I have to stay in that because there's just no more. And I'm going to say that that's where, if you have any sort of thinking about that with anything out here, that's where the scarcity and that's where the fear comes from. And that is not at all who and what God is all about. It's all about bringing us and prospering us and bringing us into a joy and peace and glory. He's not about putting any sort of fear upon us to make us have to stay in what it is that we're in. Because out here is an unlimited abundance of everything, every item, every situation that you can ever want to put yourself around or ever want to be in. And that's something for me to have a really good understanding of, knowing that that is exactly what's out here. That I'm not going to try to force myself into one scenario, even though it could be damaging me and hurting me, thinking that that's it. That's the only way to go. When there's an overabundance of everything out here. And if you're in a job, for instance, where you're just like, this is it, I got to do this, I got to stay in this, I got to keep doing that, there's nothing else out there for me, that's fear. And that is not of what God is all about. That is all about what the world is trying to be able to communicate to you and to be able to let you know what it is that you're able to and not to do. It has nothing to do with God. God says there's an unlimited amount of work out here for you to be able to do to get what it is that you need to get. And in reality, as long as you keep staying behind that door that you're not supposed to be in and keep on trying to force yourself to keep getting back into it, not realizing there's a nice wide open door over there, but yet you want to keep going back on over there and just keep on doing the same old, you're just going to only keep on putting yourself into more and more strife, into more and more struggle, into more and more pain. And when that pain just gets to the point of an overwhelming amount, that's when you just, in reality, going to give up. And you're just going to say, oh, this is just what it is. There's been many days that I've just been out here and I just said, you know what? This is where I'm at. This is all I'm going to get. I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to be able to go over here. I'm never going to be able to have this. I'm never going to experience that. I'm never going to be able to do this again. And I've said stuff like that. But then I had to go to prayer and just realize, like, say, hey, God, those nevers that I'm saying, it's a closed door there for a reason, because the things that I'm supposed to be doing is over there, away from that, away from anything that I have done, thinking that I want to do that again, and realizing that that might not be what is going to be best for me. That may not be what's going to be able to bring the greatness out of me. That may be something that's actually going to be here to sit here and destroy me even more, as opposed to allowing me to keep on growing and going and doing what it is I need to do. that I don't want to save and help and work with just one person on this planet. I want to make sure that I'm doing more. And sometimes I get in a situation where I'm only just focusing all of my time, all of my energy, all of everything about me in just a single person. And realizing that that single person is now consuming everything about me. It's now consuming all of my world, it's consuming all of my life. And it's not allowing me to even do the number one thing that I really do absolutely appreciate the most, which is being able to pray and being able to be open and be able to be free and being able to just realize that there's more on this planet than just being stuck and consumed into something that is always very confusing. It's always very just who knows, and always questioning and always worrisome and always that can't be anything of what God is all about, because that's exactly what he's not. And that's why for me, I ask him and I give a prayer of just saying, hey God, can you close some doors for me that you know I'm not supposed to be in? Can you make people move in reality that I know I'm not supposed to be around? Can you make people move to bring them to me that I am supposed to be around? Can you open that door up for me so that I can go through that door and be able to see that door and be able to have that door? It's very interesting today of just going for a walk and doing what I normally do and going to a normal place that I normally go to and just saying, I haven't seen a specific person in such a long time. It's very interesting that like 10 seconds after I said that, I see that person right there. It's fascinating how this world works, where it's just like I'm asking God to open up a door of where it is that I should be going and shut the doors of where you don't want me to be, because you realize it's not actually helping me. That sometimes we're going to run into the situation that a door is open and that we think that we should go through it, and then we were supposed to go through it. But the reasoning behind we were supposed to go through it, we were looking more at the concept of what it is that I need right now based on some feelings and based on some emotions that you have going on that you think you need to be able to fulfill. And it's like, yeah, God opened that door up for us for a specific reason. And sometimes we like to, as a human being, abuse that reason and mistreat that reason and push that reason to something that it wasn't supposed to go to. And then we're just further and further into that door, and then doors just keep getting shut behind us that we can't actually find the opening that we were actually supposed to be into. That's something for me to just really say that the number one way to be able to get through and be able to get past and be able to get a better understanding is through prayer. And keep asking and keep praying and keep asking and keep praying and keep asking and keep praying over and over and over and over again. Where is it that I should be going? What is it that I should be letting go? Where is it that I should pursue? Where is it that I should focus my time and my energy? Where is it that I should just really just dial up even more? Where is it that I should just never even consider doing anymore? It's something for me that I'm constantly asking, I'm constantly doing that, and I'm constantly seeing new things and new stuff happen. I'm constantly getting new inspirations of like, let's go, man. Let's get that done right now. You were thinking about it, you were wondering about it, you were questioning about it, and you just get that inspiration like, yes, do it now, right this second. I'm like, okay, I can see that. I can deal with that. I can make that happen. And then sometimes it's like, oh, maybe wait a second. Hold on a moment. Wait, don't do that yet, because that right there is for you later. But if you do it now, you may mess yourself up. And I've been in scenarios like that when I'm just always questioning, like, how come there's been times where I'm just like focused and getting stuff done, and then it's just like, wait. It's like, I'm almost done though, but I'm almost finished. And it's like, wait. It's not for you to finish. It was for you to get a good feel of where it is that you're going next. But you're still not ready for it yet, because you still don't know what to do with it yet. And sometimes that's what I'm going to say really boils down to a lot of times a monetary thing on this planet even. That sometimes you're not ready for it yet. It's there. The unlimited is out here. It's there for you. But if you're wanting it in a way of not trying to manipulate and mistreat and misuse and trying to damage another person to be able to get and gain more, it's there for you to make sure that you're going to constantly keep using it for the help. And a lot of times it's hard to get it when you want to give it for the help, because you have so many sources out here that are trying to absolutely destroy everything about you and everything that you want to do and everything that you're going to do. That sometimes the funds come to you, and then you got people around you that just take it all from you. You got people all around you that just are constantly on a mission of like, how can I take everything that person has? And if you're not away from that, you're not out of that, you don't have the discernment enough to know what's right and what's wrong, and being able to see through the lies and manipulation of what some people are doing, you can allow someone to just take everything from you so that you do have nothing at all in the end. And then that's where God was saying, it was like, I wanted you to wait on that. I didn't want you to pursue that. And then when he gives you that green light of let's go ahead and pursue that, I'm telling you, that's what you do, and you make it happen as hard and as fast and as much as you possibly can. That you do everything in your power to get it done. Because he's saying now is the time. Now I see what you're going to do and how you're going to use it. Now I see the purpose behind you. Now I see that you have a good understanding of being able to figure out through your own self what's right and what's wrong with where it is and what is and who's around you and what's going down with you. That's why a lot of times It's a very interesting thing to constantly keep asking and praying, especially about relationships and money and just things that are going on in your day, sickness and health. There's a day and a time. Hey guys, all done. Oreo, oh, let's get down. Johnny, let's get down. A lot of times we're wondering, there's something I was thinking of the other day, and I've always been thinking of, is how to be able to heal somebody. I want to be able to heal your sicknesses. I want to be able to heal your problems. I want to be able to heal. But then I was thinking today, like, no, I don't. That's such a hard thing to put upon myself. That's such a huge demand of me to have to shove on myself with making sure that I'm going to be able to do. And then sometimes somebody wants to be healed, and not for such a positive way. And that's where I'm going to say the power of who Jesus is all about. That he's here to be able to help you heal yourself. He's here to help you be able to get better with yourself. Because if you got true intentions on really wanting some help, you got true intentions on really wanting to get better, he's going to be able to help you. He's going to be able to guide you through. He's going to be able to show you and give you the wisdom of what you need to be able to help and be able to get away from some things. Because I know for my own self, when I was going through some problems, of my body wasn't feeling right. Things were hurting. Things was just not right. And I just got an inspiration. It's like, oh, quit this, stop this, and do that. And I was like, okay. Was it easy? Oh, no. It was some of the hardest stuff that I had to deal with. It's just like right now, again, we're trying to deal with this whole sugar crunch and this sugar issue. Something is not right with it, with me. I don't know about you. You got your own diet. You got your own ways to live. That's for you to pray and ask about, to figure out. But for me, I've been praying and asking, should I stop this? Should I get away from this? And for me, it's like, yes, you have to, because you want to move on to a whole different way of life. You don't want to, or I don't want to be in a position where I'm constantly not able to just freely live, where I feel like I need something. I have to have it to be able to survive. And then if I don't have it, then I'm a non-functioning human being. And that's what an addict is. And that's something that I don't want to be. I don't want to not have to have something to be able to survive and be able to live on this planet, to be able to have a good day. I want to be able to wake up, be able to have a good day without the need of, like, if I don't have this, then I'm not going to be able to survive. I'm not going to be able to make it a day. I'm not going to be able to smile. I'm not going to be able to function. I'm not going to be able to stay awake. I'm not going to be able to do what I do. I don't want anything like that in my life. Man, for some reason, that's a hard push that's been pushed upon me with making sure that I'm getting better with being able to do such a thing. And that's something that I've been praying and asking about, and it's something for confirmation for me that I've been given on. Get away from a lot of these substances out here that are not of this land, that's been put together in such a way that is no good. And that's for me to just really understand that it's not me to say to this person, like, I wish that I could heal you. It's for me to say to you, if you need some healing, to speak and pray and keep praying and asking to Jesus about it. That's too much on my shoulders for me to have to sit here and think that I can save everybody, because some people don't actually want. And a lot of people don't, unfortunately. A lot of people just want to stay in where they're staying. A lot of people don't want any help. A lot of people don't want to get any better. A lot of people just want to just keep on going down that damaged road, just saying, I just don't care, and this is just what it is. I personally don't understand that. I've been, ever since I can remember as a baby child, of figuring out how can I better myself, better my life, better those around me, better everything that's is going to come and came to me. That's all I've been thinking about, is how can I better myself? Once I was going to all these doctors and they'll tell me this is wrong and that's wrong with you, and Mark, you're not going to this and you're not going to that. I said, okay, what can I do to better myself? Because there's got to be something I can do out here to be able to better myself and get myself in a better situation. It's something that I thrive off of, that I'm just constantly on a mission to figure out how to be able to get better. But I notice not everybody's like that. So if you're not like that and you want to be healed, you can be healed. That could be something I could say to you. I could lay hands on you and I give you back what you need. But if you're not willing to make it, to get better with yourself, that you just want to be healed of this one thing, you're just going to go right back into another sickness again, instantly. So you're going to remove one sickness to just get into another sickness, because you don't want to be healed. You don't actually want to get better. You just want to stay where you're at. And that for me is something that I hope I could say something to say to you, that you can get better, and I want you to get better, and there's a way to be able to get better and to get out of the mindset of you're just stuck where you are. And I'm going to say that that's the power of what Jesus and who Jesus is all about. That he's able to heal you of anything that's going on with you. And I'm going to say this, anything that's going on with you. He's going to be able to give you the insight of anything that's happening to you. He's going to be able to show you and give you the resources required and needed so that you can get through what is that's going on with you. And it's something that a lot of us should really push harder with trying to be able to make sure that we're going to get ourselves in a better place, in a better situation. We should push harder with asking and seeking and figuring out how to be able to overcome a lot of these problems that we have, especially certain addictions that we have that are just slowing us down. And in reality, majority of the things that we can get addicted to on this planet are damaging us. Not only our mental health, but in our physical health as well, like damaging us to the point that if you keep going down that route, you're losing time. And not that you're even losing time, you're losing valuable time. You're losing time that you should be able to just relax and hang out and have fun and be able to teach others. You're losing time because you're just wanting to reject everything that's going on about who Jesus is, when he's the only one that's going to be able to help you. Because I can't help you. I can't heal you. I can't save you. I can't change you. I can't do anything for you. All I could do is just be a mediator to tell you and bring you to the being and the God that can help you, that can do all of that. Because me, myself, I don't know, hey, Oreo, I don't know what your intentions are. Get down. I don't know what your intentions are on me even coming to be able to help you and coming to be able to heal you. That you may be wanting to do that in such a malicious way. And that's where, if that's what you want, that you're going to struggle. Because that's where God, Jesus is basically questioning with you. And that's why he's going to be able to help you, because he can read you. He can see your true heart. I can't. People can lie to me all day long and just keep on lying and keep on lying. I could think that you're telling me the truth, especially if I only just see you here and there. I don't know the whole truth. I don't know the whole everything. I don't know what's going on. But Jesus is able to see everything that's going on with you. He's able to see exactly how far you're willing to go. He's hearing you when you say, if you take this away, then I'll stop that. He's hearing you. He's listening to you. He says, okay, well, let's see. And then he's going to test you in reality with trying different things. Oreo down. He's going to try you out with some things of saying, okay, I went ahead and took that from you. Now are you going to stop that? And then when you don't, you say, oh, you didn't give it to me the way that I wanted it, that I see fit. That's when he's going to say, okay, well, then keep doing what you was doing. Keep going down the route that you were going. Keep making it happen, do what it is that you're doing. And then he's gonna, it's gonna be harder for you to get the help that you need, because you're not believing. Because when something does come to you, when something does happen to you, when something does, a miracle type situation comes to you, you can't praise yourself. You gotta praise God for that. You gotta say, hey man, thank you. Thanks, Jesus. You really got me out of that sticky situation. I was struggling, I was hurting, I was damaged, and you got me through it. And stop thinking that it was you that did it. Because a lot of times we start off with believing in God and believing in Jesus and believing in the whole thing, and we're praising and saying to him all the time, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we turn into like, oh, maybe it was me, maybe it was I. And then, oh man, I got through that. Oh man, I did this. Oh man, I got that promotion. Oh man, I got that great job. Oh man, I got that project finished. And it's God helped you be able to get that done. And when you keep on giving the praises to God, better things are going to keep on coming to you. Because God's like, I can trust you, I can see you, I believe you, I see what your true intentions are. You're not trying to just use me so that you can look good. Because that's something for me that I would never, ever, ever want to be about in my lifetime, ever again, is having something happen to me and saying that I was the one that put that together. I would always, always want to be able to say, hey, that's God that did that for me. He did that for me. He's allowing me to be able to have these animals out here to do what I do. He's allowing me and giving me the skills required to be able to take care of all these animals out here. How to make sure that everything is within the best amount of peace that can be. God's the reason why I'm out here doing what it is that I'm doing. God's the reason why I'm alive, being able to just sit here and be able to speak. God's the one that got me set up with this camera in such a miracle way of being able to get everything that I have out here, be able to work the way that it works. He's gave me the internet out here that no one else has still around me. He's given me something that still, when I type it in, I'm still not supposed to have. But it works, and he gave it to me because I was stressed and I was challenged. I'm saying I can't upload these videos because I don't have enough. That's God that gave that to me. God lined everything up for me. And in reality, the way that I see it and the way that I understand it, it's like miracles that seriously were going on in my life. That I don't know how things just keep getting lined up. And that's when I know for my own self and inside of me of knowing that I didn't do it. And that's how I believe in God even more, because I see the things start to happen. Because I say, hey, I'm struggling here, I need some help. And God's like, okay, well, I'll put you right there. And that person's going to need something that I'm able to do. And it's going to link me up and line me up and get me done what I need to get done. When I'm saying I want to try out something new, I need some more information about it. The video just pops up for me to be able to see, to be able to research, to be able to study, to be able to get some more information so that I can realize, is this something that I really want to pursue, or is this something that I was just thinking about a little bit? It's God that's been able to keep doing this for me. And I keep asking him, I keep praying, and I keep praying more and more. Is this what I should be doing? Is this where I should be going? Where it is should I be going? If it's not what I should be doing, shut that door down. Don't allow it to even come to me anymore, and bring me into what it is that I should be able to pursue. And it's something that I'm telling you, the more and more that you do this, the more and more that you just consume more and more of your day in your life and everything about you into this, you're going to start seeing only just better things keep happening to you. And not better things that are happening to you because of the downfall of someone else. That's the thing that I really would love to test and challenge with pretty much anybody on this planet, with what it is that you're praying to. Because a lot of times the stuff that you're praying to, you realize that things are looking good for you, but yet you'll get a phone call about someone that's just like lost it all. They just lost it all. And it's almost like they lost it all just to give it to you. As opposed to we're getting that phone call and saying, hey, actually, I'm doing pretty good and you're doing pretty good. It's like, hey, things are going pretty good. Because I didn't have to take from you to get what I have. That's the power of who God is, because he's unlimited. He knows that I don't need to take from a single person on this planet. I don't need to manipulate a single person on this planet. I don't need to sabotage a single person on this planet to be able to get what I need to get and get what I have. Because there's enough for all of us out here to be able to have. There's a skill that you have that I need, that we swap and do what we do. My skills I'm able to give to you, and there's things that we just keep moving back and forth with. I don't need to take something from you and leave you with nothing so that I can have something to move on forward in my life. That's why I'm going to say who God is all about. That he's going to show us the unlimitedness that's out here, the most absolute abundance. And the only way that you're going to be able to see that and find that is by praying and asking, and constantly keep on praying, saying, where should I go? Open the door up for me. Show me where I should head to, and shut all the doors to the things that I need to just let go. Shut them all. Shut them down and lock them up, board them up, put some cement in front of it, put whatever in front of it to make sure that I just can't get through to go back there again. Because some stuff we need that. Some stuff we used to be doing that just tempts us and taunts us and says, hey, come on back, come on back. And if that door is just so easy to open up, you're just going to go right back there. So just ask God, make it stupidly complicated that I can't possibly break through that door to get through it. Do some sort of extreme excessive maze that I have to go through and figure out that's unbreakable for me to be able to have to go back to that. And he's going to do that for you. And then also ask him, saying, hey, make the way that I should be going like ridiculously easy. Just open it up and just show me like, oh, there it is. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to focus on. That's where I need to go. And he's going to do that for you. He's going to bring that to you. He's going to offer that to you. He's going to make it that simple for you. And that's the power of who God is, because he doesn't want to make our lives complicated. He's not trying to complex us, to make us just irritated and stressed out all the time. That's not God. God's here to bless us and to show us the beauty of this planet. And with that, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for the number one way of me knowing that God is real is just looking around out here and being able to go to the places I go and talk to the people I talk to and do the things that I do. Of just being able to hear what I hear right now, hearing the bugs in unison doing what they're doing, hearing the sounds, hearing everything. The sounds of these crickets and these what are these things called? The canidids out here just making their sounds. It's so soothing to sleep to. It's just like it's sleep music. And it's interesting, they come on at night and they make that sound and they're all always in unison. They're just perfect together. That just lets me know how true and how real God is. That every single day that sun keeps coming up. I can see it right through my window every day. And I look at it and it's so pretty. It's so pretty when it first comes up. It's so bright. It's so colorful. That lets me know that God is real. The days when I'm just driving around and I see it start raining, it just starts raining. Just randomly, just gets to raining. It just lets me know how powerful God is. When I come home and I didn't even see the rain, but I can tell that it rained, that lets me know how real God is and how amazing God is. When I get to just look at these trees and be able to play with these dogs and be able to play with these animals and do what it is that I do out here, it allows me to see how real and how true God is out here and how spectacular God actually truly is, showing us and giving us all of this to be able to play with, to be able to work with, and be able to have. Some things I get a little irritated with out here, some of these bugs, but that also lets me know how powerful God is, because he allows me and gives me stuff needed to be able to make sure that they can stay away from me and they can get off of me, that they can just get out of here. It's something so powerful out here about being outside, of just going for walks and hanging out and just studying the animals and studying the trees and studying the land and just being in the land, that just lets you appreciate who God truly is, because he gave this to us, and it's absolutely magnificent. It's so magnificent that there's some things that I see there's no words to. I'm driving home today and seeing this beautiful rainbow that's just spectacular. It's spectacular. Like no human being could make such a thing. It's so spectacular. It's so amazing. It just makes anybody just stop and look at it and just like, wow, look at that. That is amazing. And it truly is amazing. And that's how powerful God is. And that's what God is all about. He's so amazing. Thank you.